This is an exclusive.
This has all been cleared.
The first time cameras have ever been here.
You can see the shape of it coming together.
To see the property.
And this is where the actual campus will sit.
That is set to be the new home for dozens of sex trafficking victims.
This is really the first look that people are seeing of the progress being made.
It is.
We were granted this access for a reason. 10 Investigates wanted to know if any progress was being done on Bridging Freedom's therapeutic safe home campus community. On the nonprofit's website, it even states that this home is urgently needed. Florida ranks number 3 overall in the country for the number of calls to the sex trafficking hotline, and the Tampa area ranks 3rd in the state.
When will we hopefully see victims utilizing this facility?
Well, we're looking at the first home being up and having victims in that by the middle of next year.
Let's go back to the beginning of this project's timeline really quick. In July of 2015, they were awarded a $1 million grant by the state for this project. And then in February of 2016, another $700,000 in recurring funds. Contracts were signed, construction is ready to go, and then, a major halt that would last through the next year. The organization says it was a misappropriation of funds, so that February 2017 completion date came and went. And that's what brings us to today. Funds are still trying to be worked out, and a new completion date is now set.
What do you say to the victims that aren't able to get into these beds and getting to this safe house yet?
Yeah, and those are the things that all of us are reaching for. We want to serve them as quickly as possible.
I also reached out to the lawmakers who, according to the website, dedicated so much of their time to correct the funding issues. Senator Jack Latvala said he was surprised to see his name because he had no involvement in Bridging Freedom.
Since you brought it to my attention, I've looked into it and found that the first year it was funded, it was put in the wrong category. It wasn't put in fixed capital outlay. So the chief financial officer at that time, Jeff Atwater, wouldn't let them spend it on that because that's not what the budget specified.
But this isn't the only project designed to help sex trafficking victims that's been delayed by the state. 10 Investigates found in this report almost $5 million went left unspent from 2014 to 2016.
The number of beds in the state still at 28. It looks like there's not really any place for these victims to go. What do you have to say to that?
With regard to the human trafficking, I got to tell you that no one's really ever brought that up as an issue.
Even though the number of child sex trafficking victims reported to the state has increased. Last year, there were more than 300.
7 houses, there'll be a lodge and a chapel when this is completely built out.
Back at Bridging Freedom site for their new safe home campus.
What we're seeing right now is a phenomenal amount of work that has been done.
They hope things continue to move forward so they can provide a safe place for victims who have been through more than we could ever imagine.
What I can say is that to those victims who need these dollars, we're coming as quickly as we can.
Are we on the right track now?
We are on the right track now, without a doubt.
And when this multi-million-dollar project is completed, they are hoping by next summer, the first house will hold at least 8 beds, and down the road, hopefully enough beds for more than 50 victims. Donations are still coming through for the organization, and to learn more about the project, visit this story on our website, WTSP.com. Jennifer Titus, 10 Investigates.